He's not just an actor, he's a mystery, a living paradox wrapped in scarves and sunglasses. Johnny Depp built an empire from eyeliner, rum, and a pirate's swagger. It's about a man who made $650 million and watched most of it disappear. Not in a scandal, not in a Ponzi scheme, but through mansions, paintings, jet engines, and stories too wild for fiction. This isn't just a collapse of a fortune. It's a look inside the twisted economics of being Johnny Depp and what it really costs to be a legend. This is the hidden fortune of Johnny Depp. To understand Johnny's wealth, you have to go back, way back, to a kid from Owensboro, Kentucky. He wasn't born into Hollywood. He dropped out of high school to play guitar, but destiny had other plans. After landing a role on 21 Jump Street, Depp exploded onto the scene, but he never followed the fame playbook. But Depp rejected the fame machine. He didn't want to be Brad Pitt. He wanted to be weird, so he became weird. Instead of blockbusters, he chased bizarre, brilliant roles. Edward Scissorhands, Benny and June, Fear and Loathing. And then, in 2003, he put on eyeliner and changed movie history. Captain Jack Sparrow turned him into one of the highest paid actors of all time. And then, Captain Jack Sparrow happened. The weirdo was box office gold. His films have now grossed over $10 billion worldwide. But the real story? It's where that money went. The mansions and real estate empire. When you make $650 million, what do you buy? If you're Johnny Depp, you buy entire realities. Johnny Depp doesn't buy homes, he buys fantasy worlds. At one point, he owned 14 properties, worth over $100 million in total. Let's take a virtual tour through his real estate wonderland. The Hollywood Hills compound, 5 adjoining houses, bought one after another, forming a private village. The French Château, near Saint-Tropez, rustic elegance, vineyards, a private chapel, like something from a dream. Kentucky Horse Farm, a nod to his roots, complete with rolling fields and thoroughbreds. Private island in the Bahamas, 45 acres of turquoise serenity. He called it, "My escape from reality." Each of these places wasn't just a house, it was a reflection of a man building kingdoms, only to abandon them when the fantasy faded. The myth of the method actor. What if the fortune wasn't lost through bad math, but bad method? Depp has said he lives inside his characters, sometimes for years. He became the pirate. He became the recluse. He became the madman. And when your identity blurs with fiction, real life becomes performance. The island, a Jack Sparrow escape. The chateau, a nod to the literary ghosts he admired. The absurd expenses, maybe they were roles too. One friend said, Johnny never knew where the character ended and he began. That doesn't just explain the spending, it explains the spiral, the art, collectibles, and hidden treasures. Here's where it gets even more intriguing. Behind closed doors, Johnny is a collector of the wild, the weird, and the wildly expensive. His art collection, estimated north of $30 million. He owns originals by Basquiat, Warhol, Modigliani, and even paints himself. Depp's home has rooms filled floor to ceiling with canvases, guitars, and film memorabilia. One wall dedicated to his own self-portraits. And here's the thing, he doesn't view them as investments. He once said, "I don't see them as investments. I see them as pieces of life I don't want to let go of." He once said, "It's not a portfolio, it's a museum of emotion." The wild spending and financial drama. Now for the twist in the tale. At his peak, Depp wasn't just spending, he was burning through cash at a rate few could imagine. According to lawsuits and leaked documents, here's what his lifestyle actually cost. $2 million a month on expenses, $30,000 a month on wine, $150,000 per month on private security, $200,000 per month on private jets, $10 million plus gifted to friends and family. He even spent $3 million to shoot Hunter S. Thompson's ashes out of a cannon. Yes, really. Eventually, Depp sued his own business managers, alleging fraud and mismanagement. But the court filings revealed he wasn't exactly a frugal pirate either. One lawyer said Depp is as much a victim of his own excess as of bad financial advice. Betrayals and breakdowns. Money comes and goes, but betrayal? That's what really leaves scars. By 2016, Depp's empire wasn't just bleeding money, it was bleeding trust. The people who once protected him, agents, managers, advisors, were either fired, suing him, or both. His longtime business team, the management group, claimed they warned him about his spending. Depp claimed they stole from him. The lawsuits were vicious, but the damage was worse behind the scenes. Johnny once said in court, "I trusted these people with everything, and I watched them eat me alive." Then came the biggest blow. Amber Heard. Their whirlwind romance spiraled into one of the most public, divisive, and bitter court cases in Hollywood history. Allegations of abuse, audio leaks, a bruised career. Disney quietly dropped him from Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Warner Brothers cut him from Fantastic Beasts. Even before a verdict, studios ran. Sponsors vanished. Friends stopped calling. Depp described it as a global humiliation. And perhaps the most painful part? He wasn't broke. He was boycotted. For a man used to disappearing into characters, the spotlight had never felt so cruelly personal. This wasn't a movie. There was no script, and there was no director to yell cut. Legacy or legend? But legends don't vanish. They adapt. After years in exile, Depp didn't plot a revenge tour. He picked up a paintbrush. His self-portraits, haunted, detailed, defiant, sold out in hours. He played music again, not for charts, but for himself. Slowly, he started selling off the mansions, not because he had to, but because he didn't need the noise anymore. In 2023, he returned to Cannes. No franchise, no Jack Sparrow costume, just Johnny Depp. Slimmer, softer, still wearing rings, and the crowd gave him a 7-minute standing ovation. So what's his legacy? It's not about how much he made. It's the price he was willing to pay for love, for art, for identity. Most celebrities protect their image. Johnny, he burned his over and over and painted something else in its place. And maybe that's the point. Some fortunes are measured in zeros, others in the memories they leave behind. So what does Johnny Depp's story teach us? Maybe that true wealth isn't safety, it's freedom. That buying castles doesn't buy peace. That fame magnifies every flaw until your worst days become front page entertainment. And yet, the artists, the romantics, the rule breakers, they still want to live like Johnny Depp because he did what most of us don't. He lived fully, even if it cost him everything. Johnny Depp's hidden fortune isn't just buried in bank accounts or behind velvet ropes. It's in the stories he's lived, the art he's loved, the homes he's built, and the wild ride he took to the edge and back. He's a man who made millions, lost millions, and somehow turned chaos into a life most only dream of. And that is the true hidden fortune of Johnny Depp. If you loved this look behind the scenes of Depp's fortune, hit that like button. Subscribe for more celebrity deep dives and let us know whose hidden fortune should we uncover next.